There you go. That's the intro done. We're back. Sunday, covering for Terry again. I don't know, man has the life of Job. That's all I can say. He's been away all day today, somewhere down near London, somewhere, watching Nick Agar. So he's not here. He's on his way home. But never mind. I've got backup in the background. So let's just see who we've got. There we go. We've got my good friend William, and we've got Pete of the Twisted Trees.
Hi, everyone.
Pete's standing by his new sewing machine because he said he was going to take up knitting, but he bought a sewing machine. So I am not sure how that works.
I'm easily confused.
Knitting on a sewing machine. It's going to be interesting. Well, it'll be worth the watching, I'm sure, Pete. Anyway, I hope you're all having a good Sunday. Nice little cup of tea. I'm just going to take this very easily, very chilled out, because you got to believe this, it's warm in Ireland today. It's 19.5 in my workshop, and it's 16 degrees outside, which is unheard of.
It's 23 degrees in my workshop.
Well, I am cooking here. I've got my top on and nothing else. Well, I've got trousers on too, guys. Don't be.
Yeah, don't change that camera, mate.
And safety shoes, obviously.
Well, you know, you have to have the sexy shoes on. Always wear the red shoes. Anyway, so what we're going to do, hashtag wall art. That's what we're going to do. So I've got a piece here that's kind of sorted. I'll talk you through just a minute. I'll pop it on the screen. We'll stick you two guys back in the background for now by doing something like that. There you go. Now you can relax now. I won't put you back on the screen again until the end. So you're fine now. You're okay. You can put your feet up. You're allowed to
open a beer.
Open a beer, Pete. Yeah, you work away there, mate. I'm not sure what the rules are against beers and sewing machines, but I'm not sure. But whatever it is, yeah, I'm sure he'll be fine.
I think it's the same. You just, as long as it's turned off at the wall, you can drink beer.
That's all right. Fine. Good stuff. Right. So let's change the camera to there and have a look at the piece of wood. So say we're doing a piece of wall art. This is going to be a two-part wall art piece. Now this is piece 1. And this will be piece 2 tomorrow night. So we'll deal with piece 1 tonight and have a play with that and see how we get on. And I'll give you a little idea. There's the picture of what's, I don't know if you can make head and tail that. This is my idea of a design. I'll just bring a wee bit there somewhere. For a piece of wall art the other night there. So we'll see if it resembles that in any way, shape or form. So the first thing I want to do is I want to have some, what there's like 4 segments in this, like north, south, east and west, if you like. So how do I achieve that? This is the hard bit, is how do you achieve it? So I'm going to use faceplate ring. And what I want to do is I'm going to mount the faceplate ring right in the middle there. I don't know if you can see that. I've already had it on. Drawn a circle where the faceplate ring goes, and I've numbered them 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the first thing I'm going to do is just mount this, and I'm using 20 mil screws. So cross your fingers, this stays on the lid. And the reason I'm using 20 mil screws is will become obvious later. So I'm just going to screw that one in, but not tight. Now, I said I want circles all over this piece. So I'm going to take that piece, or take this faceplate, and I'm going to rotate it to the left every time until it touches this outside ring. Can you actually see that? There. So it just touches it. And then I'm going to screw that up and add the other 3 screws to that. And basically I'm going to repeat that 4 times. So we're doing off-center turning is what we're doing.
What was that, Brian? Can you say that again?
We're doing off-center turning.
No, repeat that.
For the whole thing. You want me to go through all that again?
You missed a bit.
I'll go through it again on the next piece. So now I need a chuck, and I'm going to use my Robert Sorby Patriot chuck. Just put that on, and we'll get that mounted on the chuck. I'm very warm tonight, guys, so I'm just going to take it easy get that nice and secure. And we won't be using the tailstock very much this evening. And hopefully it'll stay on the lathe. Small piece, small tool rest. So the centre of the lathe is about here somewhere. Let me go to that camera. The centre of the lathe is about here somewhere. So I'm just slightly past the centre. Give that a spin, make sure it's going to stay where it is. And you'll notice I haven't rounded this off yet, but I'll round it off later when I get that far. So I'm going to use my face shield. Pop that on.
Think I might as well.
Just in case, you know. And I'll start to turn this first piece. And all I'm going to turn it with is a 10mm bowl gauge. So I've got my little 10mm bowl gauge, and we'll start to make some circles. But first and foremost, I'm going to mark some lines on it. So we'll just switch the lathe on at a slow speed for a second.
Pencil is the first tool up.
Pencil, that's the wrong pencil.
You got a bit more light there, Brian.
More
It's a bit dark.
I don't know, it could be dark.
I think the camera's correcting for the background you got over the bench.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's a bit better.
How about that? It looks all right when I look dead on the screen. Anyway, so I've got this little piece here. I'll just mark the centre there. There's the middle. And I want circles at about 15mm. And I'll put a fourth one in, but I might not use the fourth one. Maybe too close to the edge, but we'll just have a look at that. Yeah, that'll be okay. So we may have to leave the fourth one. So let's just do something with those 4 circles. And while I start this, guys, you can maybe think about tell me who's in.
Yeah. You going to do it, William, or shall I?
I don't mind. I can do it if you want. Hold on, I'll just
Go
scroll
for
down.
it.
Change my mind. I'm going to use the big tool.
Yeah.
Now.
Now, first in is Val. We have Michelle is in. Michelle Oosby.
William, you say my name right.
Yeah. Oosby. How's it?
Oosby, you're absolutely 100%
Oosby.
right. the first time.
Oh, himself, William Kenny. Andy from Door 60 is in. Norman Greenwell is in. Paul Finley, Wood Turning at Home, is in. Wayne the Wood Turner. How are you, Wayne? Keep
So
going
from
down.
from here, I'm going to make it
Pete
cold,
is in.
Oh, yeah.
and then back from there.
Shane Hurst is in.
It's Pete in.
Ruby Clare is in. Hi, Ruby. Spirit and Bear.
That's Kez and Phil.
Kez and Phil, yeah. Sorry, to try and remember all the names.
You're all right.
Donna Love Angel Artist is in.
Hey, Donna.
Hey, Donna. Gary Glass.
Evening, Gary.
Who else have we? Lucy is in. Terry Bartlett.
We'll leave that end one.
Andy, the Valley Wood Turner. I think that's Lucy's other half, isn't it?
It is indeed. So
Todd at Glen Cove Woodworks is in.
So move that back a bit just to put a little bit of texture in this outside ring here.
Wivy Woodshed. Steve Hale. Sorry, I'm scrolling down here. Dances with Aardvarks is in.
That's Mike.
That's Mike, yeah. Hi, Mike.
Oh, that's quite
What else have we?
like that.
Benjamin. Larry Nixon.
Laurie. We'll put a little bit of this in as well.
Raymond Wise.
So we're just
Getting
going to
down
put a
near the
little
end
line
there
of
now.
dots around the edge
The
here.
Professor is in. Alan Gibb. Hey, Alan. Ward Wilson is in.
So that one leaves a bit of an orange peel effect. That'll do. That's good.
Clinton Wood Dancers is in. So I'm coming down the end. Now, anyone that's missed, guys, just stick your name back in and we'll give you a shout out.
And I'll use a point tool just to
Spider Spit is in.
highlight that last little bit of texture there, because I don't want to go right out to the edge here. So I've brought it to about there somewhere. So the tool kind of trailing a little bit. We'll just go in there and put a little highlight line in there. And I'll leave it over there. So that's that
Greg
first piece of
Gilliver's in.
texture. That's the first piece of texture done. I'm just going to sand that up, that little cove up, because eventually we'll be putting some paint in that, I think. Or something. We'll see how that goes. So we'll give it a quick run with a bit of 180 grit.
Jennifer's Craft and Creations is in.
We're not being too fussy, because we can always texture this thing, yeah?
For sure.
And we'll maybe do something in the middle. What I haven't actually worked out is, when I've done 4 of these, where the middle of the piece is. I should have actually marked that on it.
That'd be useful, really, wouldn't it?
So the middle's going to be a bit there somewhere. Yeah, that'll be all right. So let's move that tailstock out of the way. That'll be enough of that for now. We can texture, we can do some colouring stuff on that a little bit later. So we'll move that.
Chris and Bailey Woodworks is in. Hey, Chris.
Undo this. And go through, roasting under that face shield. Take it off while I'm doing this. So what I'm going to do now is just take these screws back out again. Oh, change cameras. And listen, that one. Swing it back round to 2. Somewhere about there. And put the second screw in.
Oh, you had this already pre-drilled, so which was a good.
Well, I did the center one, so
Yeah.
so I knew what it was. I just need to undo that a wee bit. Swing that again. Make sure you do it to the same side. All the way around till it touches the outer ring there. And we can just screw them up now. So just offsets it a bit. And now the circles and stuff should kind of start to interlink each other. I'm not sure how this is going to turn out, but we'll see.
Paul Huyton is in. Hey, Paul.
Paul. Welcome, everybody.
As I said, anyone that was I didn't get, stick your name in there. We'll give you a shout out.
Well, there's 175 comments in there already, so.
I'm not as efficient as Joe.
There are 52 people watching. But only 12 of them have got thumbs.
Oh, well. So let's just find out where the middle is again. There we go. So that's the middle. So there's a whole lot of that go disappear. That's good. Let's just have a look and see the same sort of process. This should tell the tale.
Just change the camera back there, buddy, when your hand is free.
So, there we go. Kind of hard to see that.
Yeah, the picture is a little dark on our end. Maybe it's just on StreamYard, is it?
Can I lighten that up anywhere and get that camera and properties so you can lighten up a wee bit?
Yeah, I'm looking at YouTube now and that's quite dark there as well. That's better.
Yeah, there, yeah, bud. Stop there. Spot on.
Like that. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's grand.
There you go.
See your pencil lines now.
So we'll just try and draw them pencil lines a little bit firmer, so as you can see them. That should be better.
Yeah, I can see the lines perfect now.
That's good. So I need to remember what I did, because I've got that little cove there between the first one and the second one. That's fine. So between there And there, we're going to make a little cove. So just come at it from both sides. And towards the middle. And it'll not matter if it's identical to the other one because it's a wall art piece, so it can be a bit deeper or shallower. Or... You know what I'm like, guys? I don't like making two things the same. Another little.
So Jennifer's saying she was late in. So what are you up to, Brian?
I'm making a wall art piece, Jennifer. Well, I'm trying to. Yes, no. So now we're on this one. So we're just making a little groove in this one. Oops. Well, it's a little bigger than the last groove, but no matter. And then we're going to texture this one as well. That'll do. So pull that back and do the mini texturing tool in here. Just tilt it over a wee bit more. So basically I'm just engaging the tool there, letting it find its groove, and then using my left hand as a pivot point, we'll take the tool across the piece. Okay.
Ben's saying he cooks his steaks until there's no red showing. Then he has another 10 minutes. That's completely ruined.
Yeah, that's
Get the steak out, get it to room temperature, hold it, point at the cooker, it's done.
Yeah, that's kind of how I like it, Pete. Just
No.
you had a really
Old
good
man.
bet if you get it back in the seat again.
Yeah, that's the one you want.
Yeah. Old Man River's in.
Old Man River.
Goody.
And where's that point tool? And we'll just do that again.
Oh, Paul Kavanagh's in. Hello,
Oh,
Paul.
Paul
no.
says, hey folks, what's Terry up to? And why does he look like Brian?
Let's try that. Piece of wall art. A bit of texturing on that last one's not as deep as that one, but that's fine.
It's part one of the two parts, so the
Adds a
second
little
part will be
bit of
tomorrow evening.
contrast.
Yeah.
Right, that's 2 bits done. So let's move to the next one. Take your time, Brian. Don't
Professor
rush.
says, I like my steak still breathing. Horns off, shave its ass and put it on the plate, huh?
Done that, and go to number 3. Put the screw in number 3 and lock that into place. I'm not lock it into place, but leave it so you can turn it, Brian. I don't
My
think you did.
mother-in-law Mark one was she was Irish, and she cooked vegetables until they were soup.
So with the
She
piece
cooked steak until
facing
you could put it on your feet and wear it as a shoe.
the piece facing up the way,
That's an
turn it
Irish
to the
thing,
left.
Pete.
Out to there. And we can screw that on.
Ruby says Terry just sent her a nice photo of himself with Nick Agar.
Oh, did he? He's been posing again.
Yeah.
That sounds like Terry. He's posing. He's not even here and he's posing.
Yorkshire Git is in. Hey, Glenn.
Hi, Glenn. Yeah, he didn't send us that picture because he knew we just
Yeah. Just
we'd use it
abusable.
against
Right?
him.
Yeah.
Lynn says Joe's just woken up and only seen your message, Brian.
That's all right. Not drama. That might be a shade fast. Let me just turn that down a little bit.
Just a little.
Yeah.
Poor
Oh,
old
why
mouse
not?
is holding on for dear life.
He was. Let me just put that center mark in again. Right there somewhere. Ooh, these might be too close together, but sure we'll We'll live with it now. Go. I'll do. Put a little cove in again. See what happens. It doesn't matter if you have to go back over these and remount your faceplate ring or not, but try and do everything you want to do cutting wise with your faceplate just the once if you can, because there's no guarantee it'll go back in the right place again.
Go fairly close though.
You can get
Well,
very
you've got
close, but
you've got screw holes there, so it should go
Yeah.
fairly close, you know. But there is no guarantees. That's fine. Do that other little ring out here. Just a little groove now.
Ian Leach is in. Hi, Ian.
Should do. And now we're on to texturing.
Kelsey Crafts is in.
Who was that that came in?
Is it
Kelsey's
K-E-L?
Crafts.
Kelsey's Crafts. Is it? Yes, it is.
Oh, I've only got Weaver at the very bottom. Oh, Kelsey, aye.
Kelsey
Spelt with a 5.
with a 5.
that's the one.
Just to confuse everybody, is that the plan?
Yeah.
I forgot
That's
what
easy with this
supposed to be
particular
texturing.
punch, isn't it? I mean,
That's bit.
that bloke from Southern Ireland, what's his name? Oh yeah, William. He's the
Yeah.
youngest amongst us.
The big 5-0 this October, Pete.
They
Yeah.
are not. Yep, that's fine.
That's looking good.
Let's do our apple peel texture again.
Your homework was good on the marking out. What's that tip you were using there, Brian?
That's the spiraling tool.
The spiraling.
But if you use it horizontally or vertically,
Yeah,
it produces just a line of little dots.
like an orange peel effect, is it?
Is
Yes.
that one the one with the pointed teeth or the?
Yeah, it's pointy teeth.
It's the pointed teeth, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
Oh, we can see. Bring it up to the camera.
Yeah,
Where's
on
the camera?
down there. Yeah, there.
There you go.
Yeah.
That is it's got a bevel on both sides. You look at it, and it's relatively sharp.
5 mil between the teeth points.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Mike Evans is in.
And-
Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike. Bring my tool rest back in a little bit. Give that a spin. Switch that back on, and just trail the point of the point tool again, and just put a little groove in there. Let's have a look, make sure that's okay. Missing a bit there, almost a wee flat. Just make that a little bit deeper. And my haste to get started, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to flatten the face of that. Never mind.
Be fine.
It's smaller, you'll never see
Part of the
it.
texture, isn't it?
Yep, you'll never see it.
That's what I thought.
So that's 3 bits done.
See, that plus mark in the middle would have been good reasons to mount it centrally first.
Yeah, but there's a reason I didn't mount it centrally first. which you will discover in a second.
Just change the camera there, Brian.
This is well you're here, Wayne. So screw into 4. Don't screw it in too tight, Brian. You'll never get turned.
So 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's your rotation point on each for
Yep.
each circle.
It is. And I drew this circle on the outside so that that'd be rotating to the same place every time.
Brilliant.
Now you could do this with a great big piece, depending on how big your lathe is, of course. So this, when I'm rotating that, I'm just getting the tangent of the faceplate ring just to touch this outside line that goes around here. So I already did that with the compass.
Ben has just said, can someone let the camera operation know it's a little bright? Yes, Ben, but you can't cook a steak, so you can't complain about the light on the...
It's too bright now.
No, it's fine. It's just Ben.
I think it was the tailstock camera, Brian. That one is fine. Just go back to the tailstock one.
This one, is it too bright now?
Yeah,
that's a bit too bright.
yeah, just a little.
It's okay. I can help you with that, guys. If configure video thing would be up here. When that's gone, oh, it's hiding behind it.
Yeah, I don't know why it does that every time, or it goes to a different monitor, or it goes somewhere where you can't find it.
Not any better now?
That's about right.
Yeah,
You have
leave
to-
it there.
yeah,
You can
you-
see all the lines perfect. Yeah, it's perfect. Leave it.
Okay. Right, let's leave that for a minute.
Yeah, YouTube is just catching up now, so yeah, it's good.
YouTube takes a minute or two to catch up. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
yeah, no, it's good.
Right, so let's do the same thing again here.
Now, Ben, just for you.
Just for you, Fussy. That's the middle. And get my little measuring stick. Let's have a look at that. That should be all over the place now. Thought so. It's okay. I can see it. So we'll take a little cove here again. Remember that I'll be cutting through 3 other bits. So I'm taking it from the middle and just working backwards gently towards the line. The same as you would do if you're making a cove on a spindle. You've been a little bit deeper than that. I hope we don't have the same problem Martin had today
Hopefully not.
when he had when he launched the piece off the lid. Yeah, just a little bit comes through there. Been nice if
I haven't seen that one yet. I was out with the grandchildren, but I look forward to watching it later.
Mm-hmm.
These things happen. That's wood turning.
Yep.
That is wood turning indeed. And anybody that says they've never had a piece come off the lathe, particularly a vacuum chuck, is probably telling porkies. We'll make that a little deeper, that one.
I just find it hard to trust the vacuum chuck.
Yeah, one a little deeper. That'll do. It's good. Texture. Back a little bit yet. Ideally, you should be turning about 500 for the texture.
I was
We're
just
not
going to
doing
ask you
much.
what speed, yeah.
We're not We're not doing much above that anyway, so
Paul Cavan says, yeah, vacuum trucks suck.
Hopefully.
we're actually doing 460 revs at the moment. Oh, that's nicer. That's fine. Still a little bit of texture missing up there. That's from where I didn't flatten that face correctly. Yeah, it'll be alright. It'll be fine. A big texturing tool. Back a little bit further again.
Yeah, it's beating you back a little bit there because it's off.
Try that.
It's missing a little bit, is it?
No. I can see it in a way. So. That should be fine. Good. Now I'm just going to give that a quick bit of a sand, but I'm just not going to mess about with the sanding too much. I'll take the sanding marks where the lines off is all I want to do really.
Malcolm Douglas is in. Hi, Malcolm.
Just back from his holidays.
Oh,
Hope
good
you had a good
stuff.
time.
Welcome, Malcolm. So this piece of wood was put through the thickness of planer, so I don't understand why it's not flat. But never mind. So that gives you an idea how you can get a little bit off-center turning simply by using a faceplate ring.
Yeah, I'll have to have a go now during the week.
The thing with off-center turning, and Wayne demonstrated it to his extremes the other day with his triangle.
He did, yeah.
It's you need to calculate it and work out
Yes.
where you're going to mount it and where it's going to go.
It does take a bit of thought. There's absolutely no doubt about that.
That's me done, so.
And the way there is a way to kind of figure out. You know the size your lathe can handle, so you can't put more offset than you've got bed.
True enough.
And the way I did it earlier, just to confirm I was right, was to kind of stuck it on and tried it, and just did it with a pencil. And then that'll do. I think that's okay. Let's give that a little blast with the air gun. Switch that on first.
You just send me the schematic, Brian, will you?
Yeah.
Save me a lot of headaches.
There's not much of a schematic to go with it. It's not that difficult. This is one of the easiest ways to do offset or turning, to be honest. If you had an eccentric chuck, you could use that too. Gary Glass says that's me beat then.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to put this back in the middle. Gary.
Camera again, Brian. Good man, just
what
you're doing.
You keep telling me to move that camera, and I've just dropped one of my little screws.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I
actually don't. I've got 5 of these little screws left. So I don't like using these screws lots of times.
Yeah, twice and then chuck them.
So, twice or 3 times if you don't damage them. I'll never go find that one. Where's the spare one? I did have a spare one. I've lost the spare one already. Oh well, let's have a. Oh, there it is. Fine. I knew I had a spare one.
Heather's just started her holiday. She's sitting by the lake today.
Nice one.
Who's sitting by the lake?
Heather,
Heather.
Oh,
spirit
well
wind,
done,
good
Heather.
stone and bone.
So this is going back in the middle now. So that will allow me to do the outside, shape the outside. Not that I'm going to shape it much, I'm just going to turn it, bring it to round, and then I'm going to turn it out the middle. Let's go to there again. Apply that and click OK. So we'll just go turn it. We'll go turn the outside to round. We'll just bring our tool rest round here. Well, that's miles off. That can't be right. Give it a go. And we'll see how this goes. So exactly the way Martin showed you today, if you were watching Martin. Handle nice and low. And I'll go to there to let you see that. No, you can't see it from there, I need to see it there. So the handle's nice and low, and all I want to do is get the bevel rubbing and just take it all the way across. Now when you get to the end, it's never a good idea to push it out the end because you just liable to push the fibres out. So I'm going to leave that for a minute and I'll come back from the other side just in a second. But it doesn't feel like it's round yet. And I'm going
Yeah,
to
it's a good wobble.
I'm going to do a little draw cut back across there. So I'm bringing the fibres in the way.
And Jason
almost-
Neville has just joined us. Good evening.
Right, Jason.
Hi, Jason.
It's a fair old wobble on that yet, isn't it?
Brian,
Oh, look at that. Yes, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
it's actually late.
I've miscalculated my texture here. Let's take a little bit more off. That feels better there. Let me just move that tool rest over a little bit. There we go. That feels much better now. And we'll just again do a little draw cut there. Just to bring the back end in. Doesn't really matter about the back end because we're going to cut that off because we have to get rid of the mounting hole somehow. So as long as we've got a good finish from the front edge back to about fell off the cut, back to about there somewhere. The remainder of that is going to be cut off. And I'll show you how we're going to do that a little bit later. So that's that bit. So now I want to take out a bit in the middle. But I don't want to take out these. Let's go to here.
Page camera there. Yeah, come on.
I don't want to take out these centre bits. Well, I might actually. I might take them out just about there somewhere.
Just pasting the link to Heather's video from yesterday.
Cool.
It was commented on. If anybody on here is not subscribed to Heather,
Why
get
not?
along and subscribe now.
Yeah, why not? So I've put a little marker in there. I'm just going to try and draw a line in there, but it's a bit might bumpy. So we'll try and see can we get a line. There we go. That's good enough.
Yeah, you can
Brian
see
with the
that.
Wire has joined us. Good evening.
Hi, Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Welcome along, buddy.
So just try to can turn the speed up a bit now, give myself a bit more. And we'll just do a little draw cut from the middle out. And just take away the texture that's there. Let's have a look at that and see where we are. Right, that's bouncing like a mad thing. So let's get a bigger tool. Go to the 3/8 bowl gouge. And I'm going to cut it from the outside in. This is the same problem as Martin had today. He's trying to cut through texture. So getting a good start made is the important thing. There. So now we've got a nice crisp line for our bevel to rub on. And we can take that middle texture out now. So we can just run that in there now. Handle nice and low again. And I'm actually bringing that into a dome in the middle. It can be a bit awkward to do this. If I go to that picture, it can be sometimes a bit awkward to do this because if you're trying to get in here, your tools are way over the bed. So if you can rotate your lathe so as you can stand at your lathe, even better. But just for the purpose of the demonstration, if I start that there, the bevel is now pointing in the direction it needs to travel. So if you don't get it in the direction it wants to travel, you need it to travel, it will skip. There's the bevel rubbing now, look. So if I just bring that across now, dropping the handle as you bring it across, so you're almost pointing up the hill. And then bring it in towards the middle. I'm going to stop there and come from the middle out now. If I can get to go from the middle out. There we go, that's better. I just bring it on down the hill, a la Nick Agar and his sunshine bowl. Let's have a little look at that. So that leaves a nice bit of text, nice bit in the middle. It's not very well cut. We'll try that cut again. See, can we get a much better cut in that? Take that in a bit closer. Take a light, gentle cut and try and get rid of all that. There we go, that's much better now, I think. And I'm just going to bring that in to where I finished the outward cut. Just there. Let's have a look at that. Much better. And I'm just going to put a couple of little highlight lines on that. Just here. And right into this corner. And I'm going to texture that as well. And we'll use the big texturing tool. Back a bit further.
Yeah, you need a good overhang for that one, don't you?
Yeah, not just quite that much. Turn the speed down again to about 500-ish. And I want to come from that edge. And I'm just going to run it all the way across. I don't know if you guys can hear that speeding up. It's quite fast there, and as it goes towards the middle, you hear it slowing down. So I'm pressing quite hard now to try and get a fairly deep line in there, or line of dots. There we go, that's nice. Like that.
Perfect.
I'll just sand this bit up. So use inertia sander, I don't want 80 grit, that's start with 120. I'll just sand this little bit here. So just to get that centre dimple away, just put your thumb on it, just give it a rub. And then you can go back to using it as normal. I'm just going to give that a little rub there. We'll do the outside edge. I'll just round this edge off a little bit so it's not sharp. Now for tomorrow night, we're going to be doing something completely different. Right, I can take this face shield off now. So I'm actually cooked underneath it.
Hot, hot, hot.
It's went up to 20 degrees in here. So there's the decoration, and the texture on there didn't work too well. I'd near be tempted to go back to that and retexture that, but it might be difficult now that I've got this big void in here. So we need to colour this now. What are we going to colour it with?
Miss T is in.
Oh, Miss T, how you doing? Get rid of that. Sorry guys, just on a quick slurp of tea. Switch that extractor off. So let's do something with, let's just do something with Joe Sonia paint, do Joe Sonia metal. I think we'll use Joe Sonia metal paints, so we'll have the sanding seal for that. But I'm not sure if I want to do anything else. We've got some Joe Sonia metal paints.
Whilst you're sorting that out, Brian, do people in the chat want to have a look at my sewing machine?
Oh yeah, yeah. You want me to put you on full screen? You can let them see.
Put me on full screen, I'll show my sewing machine.
Oh, let's just have a look at Pete's sewing machine here, guys. Where are you, Pete? There. There you go.
There
You
you
can
go.
tell them. You can tell them what that is, Pete.
It's my latest purchase. Little sewing machine. Which doesn't seem to work well for sewing. I might have to use it for turning instead.
It's just a bit.
You're not about a chance or Pete Ravenscroft.
It's the Brano ZX600. Quite a bit of a beast.
No.
And there will be a video of me using it sometime next week, but I've got grandparent duties to do Monday, so it won't be then. That's it. That's what I bought.
There you go. It's a Zebrano. What is it? Zebrano what?
ZX600.
ZX600. So we'll take Pete back off solo layout. We'll go back to me. Sanding sealer.
Fine chunk of a lead, Pete.
I'm using.
Certainly is.
So we'll just use some cellulose sanding sealer. Give this a quick spray.
Paul's asking if it does buttonholes. I think it might do, yeah.
It'll do all sorts of holes. Small ones, big ones, giant ones.
Getting into the workshop, my workshop, it involves going up some steps from the drive, down a narrow passageway down the side of the house, down a 10-inch step onto the lawn, across the lawn and up a 6-inch step to the workshop. So yeah, it was a bit of a challenge to get it here.
No, obstacle course.
Just so you notice, yeah.
Thankfully, my son's as big as me and
just as strong.
25 years younger, so he's
Yeah.
still strong. I'm not. Ben, I used the 2 horsepower version of this somebody else owns, and I loved it, but I couldn't afford it. This is the 3 horsepower, and it came up for sale second hand. I could afford it now, so I bought it.
And you thought, I'm having that.
Todd at Glencoe Woodworks says, he says, for that price, Peter, all the catches removed from the factory. At the factory.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
so
never get a catch on this lathe.
well, if you don't use a skew.
All my skews are catch free anyway. I've used them all.
Oh, burnished copper. That sounds like a plan. Let's try some burnished gold. That looks quite nice. Where is my little artist palette? What have we done with that?
Back of your hand.
No. So a little bit of that. And see what this does. That sanding seal should be pretty much dry now. So what I want to do is highlight this edge first. This may get tedious. You guys know the correct camera, yeah.
Yep.
Because this is a demonstration, this is never going to be a proper piece, but we'll try and make it as neat as possible. These are the Joe Sonia metallic colours. And once I get this bit in, I can resand that edge if need be to make it nice and sharp on this edge, because I just went over the edge already. This is why Michelle doesn't let me paint in the house, you know, because basically I'm hopeless at it.
Paul Kavanagh says, look at the state of that palette, Brian. You should be ashamed of yourself for not cleaning it properly.
Why, what's wrong with it?
You can still see the paint from the last time you used it.
Well, that's how it works. You have to build it up on it so it's nice and colourful. You don't want me to come up to your workshop tomorrow, Paul, do you?
Professor Sam, what do we think of the new colours? I presume you're talking about Martin's.
Well,
Right.
I can't wait to get a hold of them. That's just the long and the short of that.
I mean, it has been a comment that his colours were a bit muted. So going bright seems to be a sensible thing to do. It's what people have been asking for.
I've been asking Martin for brighter colours for 3 years, I'm sure. I just nagged him a little bit.
Yeah. Martin
So
Ford
Brian's
is in.
fault
Hey,
then.
Martin.
Like every time I seen him. You made them bright colours yet, Martin? No, he doesn't.
Paul said you'd not get into my workshop right now.
Why not, Paul? Is there something you're hiding there, Paul? Can't believe that.
New tools, maybe.
Could be. New laser or something. You know what Paul's like. He likes his toys. Oh, you're brave now, Brian. Oh, actually, painting things live on YouTube. Michelle will be sitting in the house looking at this horrified.
You should drag her out to do the painting for you.
Well, here, that's a plan. No. It takes Michelle about 4 hours to paint a door. Mind you, there's no cleaning up when she's finished. Unlike me, when I paint a door, it takes about 3 days to clean up afterwards.
Yeah, that's how I do it. That's why Lisa won't let me do the painting in the house.
Yep.
Oh, Paul has bought a new planer thicknesser.
Yeah, he did say he was going to buy one of those.
Richard Phelan is in. Hi, Richard.
Hi, Richard. How you doing, buddy?
Jason said one day wants to upgrade from his 10-inch to a 14-inch lathe.
Who said that?
Jason Levron.
Jason.
Go for it. Get it bought.
Yeah, get a bot. Don't mess about. Get a bot. Right, so we'll leave that for a second. No expense spared. Just use the
4 hours to
use the
paint a door? Question mark. It's taken me 2 years so far, and I've not even bought a paint yet.
Nice one.
Yeah, go
It's
for it.
MT2, Martin. It's all pretty standard stuff. Compared to the 406, it's a 24-inch swing as opposed to a 16-inch swing. It's 4 inches longer with the extension on. It's pretty much the same, really. I mean, it's just something I've always wanted.
So anyone who wants a 24-inch ball,
but they come as a solid unit. This one you can take apart. A solid unit would require craning over the top of my house, which would require a very big crane because I live on a steep hill. So I can't have one of them, not until I move.
And you've no notion of moving either, so.
Nope, I like it here. The neighbours are good. They look after the cat for us.
No, even better. That's more important than anything, isn't it?
Professor was impressed with the colours. So impressed, he's looking for a compressor and airbrush.
good on you.
Yep.
I think Martin used to sell one of them.
Yeah, I don't know if he still does or not.
I don't know if he still does, but he might have a listing for it still. I did better than that. What I did is I bought my wife one for Christmas, knowing full well she'd never get around to using it. So I got a Christmas present credit. Then I borrowed it one day for the workshop and returned it, spick and span, cleaned it all up, gave it back. Then a couple of weeks later, I borrowed it again, and it hasn't gone back in the house since.
That's the way to do it, Pete. No
Yes, Mark, I did get a Zebrano.
I have to say that had I lived in England, you might have to fight me for it. Because it was a shocking good price.
It was a good price.
Yep. I did look at it and thought, could I justify buying that?
Well, when I spotted the advert, I was in Spain. So I was riding around on my bike, and obviously you can't talk to your pillion when you're riding a bike. You're just in your own head.
True.
So,
yeah, do I want it or do I not?
I had a discussion with myself.
And decided you
myself that I needed it.
And yourself won.
But I decided then that I would say nothing until I got home to find out if it was still available, and it was. So I got it.
I was surprised it was still available, to be honest. I'll go try a different colour. I'll go try red in here.
Well, I do know of a couple of people that were going for it. They weren't quick enough.
Let's just do this in red. Let's go mad here completely.
Now you'll get the use out of it, Pete.
Terry, when you need him.
Yes, Mark, I did see that you got the Zebrano.
Which mark is this we're talking about?
Mark Turnagain
Turnagain Crafts, yeah.
Yeah. He's a local lad.
Seems to be a cracking lathe, there's no doubt about
that. Most new lathes coming now, they're pretty decent.
Well, when you're paying sort of £6,000 for a lathe, it wants to be decent, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it's quite an easy choice because it's it fits my chucks, it fits my tool rests. It's not as if I've gone for something completely different.
Yeah. Well, that's a good thing nowadays. Most manufacturers now are kind of making things at M33, aren't they?
Yeah, it's becoming a standard, well, in Europe at least.
Becoming an industry standard sort of thing. The other problem now is the 1 inch and 30mm tool posts. If that could be standardised as well, that would save a whole lot of money.
Yep.
But whether it'll ever standardise them or not is a different thing.
No, I don't think so.
Well, the way this one is put together, you can actually change the tool post diameter by changing the post itself, because that's bolted to the banjo.
That's a good idea.
It seems to have a few good ideas, I have to say. Now, let's see, can we get this?
Benjamin's wants a lathe that cuts metal. He also wants a milling machine. Oh, and a dishwasher. You don't need a dishwasher for McDonald's cartons.
Nope, recyclable.
Just jerk them in the bin.
Yeah, don't do what the locals do here. Chuck them in my field. Drive home from their trip out to McDonald's, and when they're finished, they open the car window and lash the thing over the fence into my field.
That happens here too, mate.
Which is not a good thing. God help me if I'm driving down the road in a tractor and I see them doing it.
Do you still carry the shotgun in the tractor? You do?
Well, they may come to a very sudden halt. That's what I was thinking. Tractors are notorious for jumping out in front of you, you know. Boy, this is a footer of a job.
Oh, you're flying it.
This red is from Bulgers. It's an acrylic red.
It's a very nice bright red.
It's absolutely fabulous red. It's the best red I've ever seen. I'm hoping that Martin's Carnival red, Hero red it's called, is as bright.
Same colour as your smock.
It's very close. Right, there'll be a whole lot of touching up to be done on this, guys, so to try to get through this for you. But sure. There, roughly. That's not bad. So that red is from Bulgers. And it says high quality acrylic pigment for all water-based products, including varnish, emulsion, glue, grout, and filler. And you can even use it in resin. That's what it is. Bulgers, my colour, red. British company as well. So I have a whole set of those colours. Just give that a brush a little. What else am I going to do now? What other colours would you like?
Don't ask me.
You guys are not much good. You and Pete are not into the colours at all. I think I may use some more of that Bulger stuff. Let's see what else we've got.
I've got loads of colours, Brian. Loads of colours.
Yeah, we've noticed.
I just never open
colours.
So we use one, use turquoise.
Colours that I bought originally when I bought colours are still on my shelf.
Let's go with a bit of turquoise out here, look. See what happens. There we go. Now you can see why this is a two-parter.
Colouring takes a bit of time.
It certainly does.
Is that Bulgers, B-O-L-G-E-R-S?
B-O-L-G-E-S. B-O-L-G-E-R-S. Yep.
What dude is in? Hi, Stephen.
Hi, Stephen.
Yeah, it's the site that does the paint that Brian's using.
Question there for you, Pete, from Lucy.
I'm not sure yet, Lucy. I might be there. It's a craft fair rather than a turning thing, so not certain. Depends where I fancy getting down there and I've got the time.
You might be playing.
got his new toy to play with, and I might have to learn to make buttonholes with it.
Yeah, you may have to learn how to use his new sewing machine.
Yeah.
You're a chancer, Pete.
Heather's got to go. She keeps losing signal.
All right, Heather. Catch you later, Pip.
Tinterweb is playing up.
Oh, she's on holiday, so let me try and keep this one on the top. See how that works. So with these dyes or concentrates or whatever you want to call them, they're actually designed for mixing, so they're really strong colours.
Yes, Ben, the off-cut bins and Yandles are always there. Whether there's a show on or not, they're always there.
Yep.
And sometimes you look at them and think, how much? Well, sometimes they're not bad.
So I could just continue playing with this and adding more colour to it.
Until there's no more white bits left.
Well, I think I'll try and leave some white bits. I'm just trying to give you the idea. So we'll do this last bit.
Oh, Martin Ford has just been looking at the Zebranos.
Dangerous. Yeah. Dangerous.
Yeah, big price tag too.
Yeah. Unless you happen to get a really good deal.
Yeah, they are expensive, but so this one isn't new, it's second hand, and I got a good price on it. But even new, they're up in the sort of top of the range lathe prices, but they're not far from the average.
No, they're not. No, I mean, you look at Vigmart and stuff; they're all in about £6,000 and stuff.
Yeah.
Or more, so that's what they are. So. Oh, this is a bit like Olympic rings, this thing. Almost. There's only 4 of them. So my thing about doing these things is I love just taking my time with them. I could spend half a day or a couple of days.
Murfield is in.
Hi, Dan.
Hey, Dan.
Good evening, Dan.
Welcome along with it. Should have painted this colour first, then put the bronzy colour in between it. But never mind, it's not nice. There we go. There's another little bit done. Bit more in there.
Yeah, I agree, Lucy. It depends on what you want, whether it's a bargain in the off-cut bins or not.
That's
if you've got
correct.
a piece of wood that you want the right size for what you want to do, then it's a bargain.
It's only a bargain if you need it.
That's it.
If you don't need it, you're just buying it because it's a bargain. Well, it's not a bargain then. That's turquoise, that colour, by the way. You can actually see that or not, can you? And this one is green. Ooh, this is green. I've got loads of these little brushes, these little square brushes.
Martin said, I always believe you get what you pay for. And I think the prices are reasonable. If I work 24/7 for 365 days a year, I may get my money back. Well, I've got to say, Martin, while I didn't have a lathe, between lathes, in one day, I got a rush of orders in which will pay for what entire cost of this lathe. It was going to take me a few weeks to get it done, but in one day all the orders came in. So it's paid for itself already.
Yep.
Nice one. That's good. Nice when that happens, Pete.
Yeah, it goes like that. You go for months on takeover with no orders at all, or very few, and all of a sudden the work comes in, and you think, "How the hell am I going to get that done?"
Yeah. Where am I going to find the time to do that? I like that green now. I have to say that green is a nice colour.
That is nice green, yeah.
One more.
Not just saying that now because I'm Irish.
Yeah, you probably are. We'll let you off.
Yeah, it's the wrong green for Irish, though, isn't it? There's no
It's only-
emerald in it.
It's only got one shade.
Yeah. You know where you have 40 shades of green in Ireland, don't you?
That's it.
Because you've got 80 shades of rain.
No use with it. 40 wet days in the week.
I'm going to stop doing that now because I'm just going to spread that about all over the place. Right. The bottom was not right.
8:30, Brian.
Okay. There we go, that's better. So really what I want to show you was the method of using the chucking point on the back and how to turn it. All this decoration and stuff is purely a personal choice. You do whatever you like with the decoration. But that's kind of flower-like. We're on half 8. It's kind of flower-like, but I've got some more texture in here.
I say, when you spin it, if you go fast enough, you can't see that you're going outside the line so much.
Pete.
Let me just do that there.
Oh.
That's too fast, right? Man, I slow that down a bit. How about that? If I spin it that. Well, I have gone out of the side lines quite a bit, but that doesn't matter because the colours I've used, I can paint over the top. I can repaint the copper bits and stuff in it.
Yeah, that's a perfect speed. Just leave it like that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do some texturing in here, but I need to spray it again. Oh, I just stuck my finger in it. That was clever. I need to spray it again. Some more sanding sealer on it. And see what happens. Don't use too much, Brian. It'll just run. I'll put the metallic paint on first, and then I've overpainted it in places, but that'll fix. When I get a bit more time to sit and take my time with it. So, oops, put the top back on that before you knock it over. The place will be green forevermore. So I'm going to continue that and get this all nicely painted up. And I'm actually going to texture in these bits as well, down here. And the plan for tomorrow night, because I don't want to keep you guys here all night, is to have this finished. Well, it won't be finished because I'll never get all that painted in one day. The next piece of turning is going to be this piece of wood here. This piece. It's a piece of beech. I'm going to show you how I'm going to. No, I can't show you now. Oh yes, I can, because I'm finished turning that, so I can show you how to finish that off. And all I've got to do is decorate the front now, so it's fine. So this piece of wood, let me just go to the overhead camera. This piece of wood is going to be used to make. Can you see the lines on that? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can. Okay, so there's a center circle here, and another one there, and then a larger one out here. But all I want out of this is 4 triangles. So eventually it'll be cut across the middle, cut across there, and then cut across there. So I'll end up with a triangle like that. 4 of those. And it'll have a line there, a line here, and then a line across there and a line across there. And they will be mounted on this. Something like this drawing. That's the plan. And I'm going to use little brass rods to come out the side of this, and then there will be a gap. I don't know if you can see that or not. So that's the plan for tomorrow, to turn that bit and then separate it and everything. But this has to be finished. So I'm going to finish that off camera, the painting and stuff, the decoration of it. But what I want to show you now is so that should look forward to tomorrow, is that other piece of wood. Take this off the lathe, and the question is usually asked is how are you going to get rid of the chucking points? So if I just turn that over there, and the reason I use small screws is because the way I'm going to finish this is put it through the thickness planer. Now, if I had it finished completely, I need to keep them little screws, put them over there in that drawer. Faceplate ring back up in its chuck buddy. The reason I use the little screws is I need to remove 10 mil off of here now. So that's only like 5 passes on my thickness planer, which is over here. So if I go over the thickness planer, now, if I had, where are you? Is that camera not working?
Camera's on the thickness planer.
Yeah, it's on it, yeah.
Yeah, it's not working, but it isn't working. I meant to deactivate that. It's been on for ages, so it's kind of killed itself. That's better. So the way to do this, if you had this piece finished completely, okay, the way to do it is to attach a piece of cardboard to it. So you just use a small piece of cardboard. Doesn't really matter what it is. I've used a piece of cardboard, attach that to the piece, and then send it through your thickness planer. So your textured and your painted pieces is not going to get damaged. But because it's only half painted, I'll just put it through anyway. So let me just set up the extractor on the back of this thickness planer. Put that over there. Switch the vacuum on. Thickness planer is a little bit noisy. Switch it on. I just need to keep doing this until I get rid of the screw holes. So normally when I'm using the thickness planer, I put it through twice. So I'll put it through in one direction, and then I'll rotate it through 90 degrees and put it through the opposite direction. So we'll go again.
Market Turn again is asking, what width can you plane up to?
And you can see that the extraction doesn't really work that well on these thickness planers. So I'm back here now. There we go.
Market Turn again, Crowns asks, what width can you plane up to?
What width? That's a 12-inch. So I can go over a 12-inch. So that'll get me all the way down. Now there's no holes in the back. And that just needs sanded up now. Now I just use my little orbital sander and sand that up. And we'll leave the back plain. And we'll repaint all this off camera so that it looks something. It looks not too bad when you're looking at it from there. But there's lots of little bits of paint splashed on it here, there, and everywhere. So it's going to take a little bit of work and a little bit of time.
Yeah, you can dicky that up in your.
These are not the things that you kind of do on a live anyway. So it's just to show you the process of getting your off-center pieces using the faceplate ring, etc. And that's what I want to show you this evening, guys. The rest of it is just decoration. And decoration is purely a personal thing. That what I like, you might not. In fact, what I like, most people don't like, apparently. So let me just put myself back on there, and I'll bring the guys back in. So there we go, guys. That was me standing in for Terry this evening. Just a little piece of the start of my wall art piece for hashtag Wall Art Week. That's what it's going to look like when I get it finished. It will look much better than it does now. Trust me. So I'll take over the next couple of days. I'll get that sorted out. But tomorrow night I'll show you how to do the triangle pieces. So
watch this space.
That's us. We're done. If anybody's got any questions, I'm quite happy to answer them. And if I can't, I'm sure Pete can. On the wood turning questions, and William. There is much better turners than I am.
You can only speak to Brian.
Yeah. If you've got any questions about colour, speak to Terry. Terry's the colour expert. I always ask Terry about colouring.
He knows his colours.
Give himself a bit of a challenge there to try and colour that at the same time. But as long as you got the idea of using your faceplate ring to give you some off-center pieces, so you can give it a little bit of variety. I'm going to texture this as well using some other tools as well. But we'll see how
Alan
it goes.
Gibbs says, question. Brian, didn't you break a screw in your piece? No, Alan, what he did is he dropped the screw into all the shavings on his floor because he hasn't cleaned it up for ages.
Yeah, he's a messy bugger.
And there's so many shavings on the floor, he couldn't find the screw in amongst the shavings on the floor.
The place is a tip.
The place is an absolute tip. And if you believe that, you'll believe anything. I'll show you the shavings that's on my floor.
Professor said, thanks, Brian. Look at this. Part 2. Well, you're going to have to wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, you just have to wait, because I'm not doing it today. So there isn't much shaves on my floor, guys. Just that one little project, that's all. And there wasn't very many shavings came off it.
Paul Kavanagh says, Brian, you see that shirt? I have a question. Why?
Because I like it. Because it's got my logo on it. And it was made for me. So, and I like red.
Oh man, Paul.
The cheek of you, Mr. Kavanagh. Just wait till you come down here for a lesson, Mr. Kavanagh. You're going to suffer, big lad.
Just sweeping floors and tidying up.
Just because you're 6'4" and built like the side of an outhouse.
Yeah, housekeeping is going to be the first lesson.
Absolutely, yeah. Anyway, we're done, guys. 20 to 9. That's early for a Sunday evening, but enjoy the rest of your weekend, what's left of it, and I'll see you again on tomorrow night, 7:15. Same place, same channel. Don't adjust your set. Oh dear, I'm cracking up. Good night, guys. Say good night, please.
Take care, everyone.
Bye,
Thanks for coming in.
And we'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks very much for coming
all tomorrow.
Bye for now, guys. And the button is pressed.